How's it going? I believe I'm live. Let me officially check. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Let's go to my channel. Okay, I've got audio. Oh, hi, Sloan Bone. How's it going? Yeah, I'm live and I can't see myself. Hold on, let me go to. Is this right? Yeah, this is right. Okay, I'm some. Clearly, I've done this a million times. Just getting the everything set up on my end so it's pretty. I swear it's not. I don't start sweating until just this second. It was nice and cool, and then it's intense. It not scary intense, fun intense. A different setup. Obviously, you can. I watched the video back, the live stream yesterday. I didn't hear any other sounds, so I figure I've got the camera right on top of the laptop. See how that goes. So if there is any kind of like whirring, mechanical thinking sounds, let me know and I can move things around. But hi Arden, hi Beastwood, hi Patrick. He said he can't make it. He's watching something else. That's okay. And hi John Appleseed. How's it going? Oh man, yeah, how was your night? How was your day? Was it a good one? Was it a bad one? It happens. I can tell you about my evening. Hopefully yours was better. Oh, that's the thing too. I did say in the description, if Frank goes live, the stream ends, but he's traveling today. I doubt he's gonna feel like going live after he does his traveling for the day, but just in case if he does go live, we'll stop, we'll go over there. Yeah, that was fun because we're just sitting here hanging out. Like, yeah, it's weird. Nobody's, my phone hasn't chimed off in the 2 hours I was on, and then I looked and it was like, oh, Frank had been on for like 10 minutes at that point, so we ended everything here, ran over there, and then Frank ended up being live for like 45 minutes. It was like 9:45 when he got done, which is fine. It was interesting, like pulling everything over because I'm usually lying on the bed when I watch the show. I just lie on my stomach, so I pull everything over. Everything's still connected, but I did that. It was fun, and then that was that was intense for a second. Did we say? Did we go? Oh, um. So went there. That was fun. Like I say, about 9:45, I got done. I was like, okay, let me slowly start putting everything away, unwind. I'll watch my stream and just spend the rest of the night that way. So where I live, it's I was gonna say violent. There's not crime like that, but what it is, people have suddenly they're allowed to have dogs out here, and they don't keep them on leashes. And it was nighttime, so someone was out there. They didn't have their dog on a leash, and this dog just came and decided to murder a skunk. And that would have been fine, except it was out here. It got sprayed everything. It started to reek. You can close the window. It didn't do anything. So just I didn't have a headache all night, but I was not enjoying the evening. So there was that. Still had the smell out there this morning. So I'm just throwing things away, throwing things, just getting everything, get it all cleared out. And so that was my morning. Uh, got some physical exercise. That was honestly a friggin' hour and a half of like just lifting and walking and doing stuff. So I got my exercise in for the day. So I hopefully everybody had a better night than me, because that's not I mean, skunks happen. It would have been one thing if one just came by and decided to spray, but like no, these psychos are out here with their dogs off of leashes, and it's to the point where I would feel better just CCWing around. So I'm not gonna, if I gotta bust a cap into a critter because somebody can't keep it on their leash, that's sorry to be ATF about it, but it's them or me. Hi Jenna, hi Wally, hi Arden. If I didn't say Arden already, am I repeating names? Yeah, it's okay. It's only about 5 minutes. I I try to go live exactly at 7, well, 1900. What happens is the way everything's set up is you got your stream pre-planned. You just go to the schedule, you make sure everything says what you want it to, then you go live. And it takes a few seconds, like just a few seconds, just a few. But it's like, is it going to connect? And then suddenly you're just live. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a better day. It's hopefully it's a little bit cooler where you are too. It cooled down a little bit, just a bit. Hi, John Rogers. Yeah, I was sitting here last few minutes just fiddling with my hair. It's just it cannot. I tried the other shirt thing. I really did, but I don't wear I don't wear outside clothes inside, and all my stuff that looks good on me is like small and. But like I got a small shirt. It looks fine on me if it fits, but it's got a logo across the chest, and I can't have that shining in my eyes for 2 hours. It's my vision's still that bad yet, so I'll get the clothing situation sorted out. If these continue to go on, clearly I'm not going to be going live from 7 to 9 p.m. when the show's on. I'd rather be, quite frankly, in the chat room. It's wonderful to go live. It's not the same as talking. It would be as if, like, imagine Frank doing all of his show and talking in the chat room and reading his articles and having guests come into the office, the room, the studio. So it is. And I Beastwood. Oh, it's getting to the point where we're okay, maybe I already did say hi. It's like being in the chat room so long. Hi Dandy, where we've been seeing each other all week, and that's amazing. Like just think about it. If I wasn't doing these, it would be literally an entire week before we got to see any of us. I mean, like unless you guys hang out in other chat rooms, I don't know. But for me, I would not be able to see any of you guys until a solid week, and that would probably feel like 10 to 12 days for me. So oh, that would not be fun. Frank does an incredible job, and he's got like the three monitors that we see going on. Now, one of them is donkey porn. We can't see that one, so that's probably like there's the monitor with the cameras above, so that's the one we can't see. And then he's got his other screen with his articles on it. And then the third screen, I don't know what he does with that. I don't know if that would have his, because he does have the ability to see the chat rooms. He just doesn't have time to read them, obviously. So it's all up there for him, but I don't know exactly the way he has his setup set up. And he's so natural with it too. But you do something that many years. Hi, Lil. It gets easier to even this. It might certainly does not look professional, but it's like yesterday was so much easier than the first day. And then like today would have been fine if I didn't have to spend the whole morning with that smell and just getting all this out of here. But it's yeah, Arden. Yeah, I have seen, well, like if I go to like Jim Lee, I see Frankly's there. Um or if I haven't been there in a while, but like Zoso Dude has a lot of Frankly's there. And then I do just go to one other show regularly, but it is just once a week, and then it's right after, quite frankly. So it's my Monday. It will be 9 p.m. Clearly Frank ends, and then this guy, he was doing his show. At one point, it was up in the air. He's like, I don't know what time to start because he's in California, and I was like, well, have it started. I forget what I said, but I converted it to his time, so it would be 9 p.m. for me. He's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. So and that's been like since it'll be 4 years in July. I've been going to that, but again, it's just once a week. It's a entirely different crowd of folks, and I do chat there. They do know me there. I know the guy's channel. Like I know him. There's folks that I've been speaking to there for 4 years, so we've gotten to know each other. So Beastman says I've been picking up EVPs here, and I'm starting to wonder about the land here. I hear they murdered me and shamed me. I keep thinking of the movie Killers of the Flower Moon. Okay, I know of Killers of the Flower Moon. I have not seen it. I know what the movie is about though. Um, if you're like me, there are places in this town that I have the creepiest vibe about. Like there's a one area where like there's no building there, but I get the sense that there was a home there at one point and it either like burned down or there was a murder, so it was destroyed, something like that. And then if you do go up the street, there was actually a house that burned down because there was a murder in it. But this is totally different. But there are places in town like that. If you, this is something you can look up in Sandusky, Ohio, if you just Google where our Target is. I believe that land is cursed. There used to be a Kmart there. You could never get a somebody to check you out. It just there's just a weird vibe there. I don't shop there. I call it Target. Well, I have had to go in there, but I didn't care for it. It's so bright. You can honestly perform surgery in there, but there's something cursed about that land. Oh, Jenna also went to another chat after Nikki's chat last night. Yeah, a lot of us did. I'm glad so many of us ended up going to see Frank. I kind of feel bad. And then like did he like notice where like suddenly everybody came in like, "Oh, there's everybody," because obviously we were awake. He knows we're going to be up during that time. So I'm glad he did go live. The entire city of Lorain, Ohio is creepy as fuck. Yeah, and if you drive on the streets, if you drive on anything other than a main road through the rain, no lie, it's like driving on the surface of the moon. I had to drive like I was in the UK to get around the potholes. I said, "Oh no, never again." And what it is, the only reason I was over there, I don't know if they still do it. They had something called the International Festival, and it was just food from all different countries. It was great, and then it kind of thinned out. And I didn't. Last time I was there was 2017. Uh, that was before a horrible day, and it looks like Joe Taylor's having the same horrible day I was having then. And R.I.P. Yeah, it's. I was thinking this last night. I didn't say anything, but it's because today is a holiday for me, and so is tomorrow. But I do always say if somebody does pass away and it's like the day before or the day after a holiday, within like that 2 day area, like I know they're okay. I know exactly where they went. I know they're in a good place. They're safe and protected, and you get to see them again. So it's and my heart really does go out to Joe Taylor. It's I'm glad you're here. It's so hard to keep doing things after something like that happens. So that more power to you. Just truck it on through. Oh, Jenna, you're on vacation until Wednesday. Health, yes. Great. Any time away from the job is fantastic. Lil, I just got back from Ohio. Had to go to my childhood stomping grounds, Nelson Ledges State Park. My uncle even owns the quarry inside the state park. Oh, cool. Yeah. We've got a quarry around here. It's very it's great to walk around it. I just think it's you could film there. There's like there's trees and there's the actual quarry that could be Arizona. I don't know what you would be casting for, but at last I was there. This is places I've have not been to in 5 years or so, give or take. Still working on that shed. Yeah, get two sheds. If anybody has a shed, get a second shed. Just get one. You don't have to put anything in it, just get one. If you know Monty Python's Flying Circus, the TV show. And I'm realizing now, see, I can't do too much with this camera. How low does that go? Too like when I'm back, I've got too much headspace. I realize that. Anyway, it's like the first. It's one of the first episodes of Monty Python, but they've got this fella on there who's a composer, and then the interviewer is just on about the fact that the man has two sheds, and the guy's like, "Well, I yes, I do, but I'd like to talk about my music." And then the first guy just keeps harping on the two sheds. It's so fun. I can't do it justice. I won't even try. It's Eric Idle as interviewer, and the interviewee is Terry Jones, and I'll leave it at that. I'm sure it's up on YouTube, so it's available to see. Oh, you can only have one HOA. Okay. Yeah, get a second one, and then put one of those bat boxes on it, and then they're not allowed to take it down. Maybe that's just in the UK. I did see that in like a meme on Tumblr or something like that when I only place I see current events. And then yeah, I am gonna try to remember to check my phone a little bit more just in case somebody goes live and my phone doesn't chime off. Let me make sure the volume's up on this. Why did I not hear that? Notifications. Okay, let's make the notifications louder just in case. Yeah, it's Arthur Two Sheds Jackson, and it's like it's very early on in that episode. If it's not the very first sketch in that episode, then it is very early on because they kind of riff on it through the episode. Oh yeah, a a bat house. See, what you can do is just get baseball bats and put them in there. Like, shh, they're sleeping. It's daytime. You can't go in there. Like, okay, you can look at night, just at night, but don't let them out. Shh. Yeah, do like that just to mess with people. It is on YouTube. It's got to be on YouTube. Something that's phenomenal. That's Monty Python, but it's not in any. It's not in any movie. It's not in the TV series. It is just from one of their live shows that they did. It's called The Four Yorkshire Men. If you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, you can look it up and watch it. Not right now, please, because it's kind of long. It's kind of it doesn't. I don't know if it is long. It feels like it goes on forever in a good way, just the way it just builds. Oh, it's so good. Uh, that is great. And then yeah, we were sort of touching on movies last night. Now, what is your I don't know if we want to stick to like do you have a favorite genre of movies or do you like just go for like do you just like go I want to see action, I want to see drama or are you like I want to see this actor or that actor or do you follow like say directors like oh I've seen every Chris Nolan film, I've seen every Martin Scorsese film, that kind of a thing? Or is it are you the type you're just like hey, I'll just watch whatever, I don't care as long as it's entertaining? The Lumberjacks is a great sketch. That's a great sketch. I never expect the twist with that, even though I know it. I never see it coming, and I think that's just because Michael Palin's such a great actor. Watch Monty Python: The Meaning of Life. I mean, watch everything they've done, but he's there's a bit in there, and he just steals it. Oh, I cannot. I did not get that link, Jenna. It didn't come through. Maybe YouTube does not let you guys post links in here. Hmm. It's not like I can test it out in another. Because the only place I'm not a moderator on YouTube is in that other chat room that's on Mondays. That's how I found out you can tag me without putting the ad, as long as you just do the well, here of course it's gonna work because that's my channel, but if you just type oh that's so creepy. Oh, it's up there twice. Oh, that is so weird. Oh, I tagged myself. But yeah, you don't have to put the app as long as you put that dot. Yeah, Jenna, it didn't send the link through at all. Oh, not in the live chat. Oh, and the like, oh, comment. Let me check. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's not showing me. That's odd. Hold on. Let me try. It does not have this set up in a way to like when you go to view the comments, it's like, do you want to see the ones that are like this or the ones that are like it doesn't just show you all of them. It's very specific. But no, Jenna, that did not come through. Now this is a little bit weird with but like the way it's not like uploading a video. It will everything goes live and all that, and live chat and everything. And then, like, I don't think I would be able to do it tonight, but tomorrow, then it will give me the option to add, at the very end of the video where you get like the option to watch other videos. You get the top hat to subscribe, that kind of a thing. It doesn't because it's rendering. It says, and I get that it's looking for like I don't have to tell you this kind of stuff, but it's looking for like copyright and I don't know nudity, like things you can't show on YouTube. It's just looking for that. It's a 2 hour thing, so it does take time. I get that. Monty Python, How Not to Be Seen. Yeah, it's I didn't know about the dot. It's again, I had to go to like the one YouTube chat room. I'm not a mod, and that's how I found out about the dot and oh, and the reactions, how to turn off the reactions. That's why I know how to find that setting on YouTube, so you're not going to see that on your phone anywhere. And it is just a click of a button. And it does, like when you go to look at your analytics, it'll say like how many messages you've had during your live show, how many peak viewers, how many viewers, and it also has how many live reactions you got. And mine are 0. They're going to stay at 0. And I don't care if that makes my channel not as popular or not look good to YouTube. I honestly don't care. I care more about the fact that there's eye strain every last fucking place, everywhere you look. This year it's gotten worse. Even YouTube, all these apps, even on my like the TV app, even that's got more animations, and there's just no way to shut it off. So if I can do one thing, just do one anything to help anybody's vision and their eye strain, I want to get rid of those fucking satanic hearts. So I did that for you guys. I don't care if YouTube doesn't like that. I don't like it. So it's not here. One of the I don't know if there's a name for it. It's Monty Python. I don't know if there's a name for this sketch, but it starts out and it's Graham Chapman and he Capricorn, and he's very serious and he's doing his like TV presenter thing, and then all of a sudden he realizes like, oh my, I'm on film. And just his reaction is great. I can't do it. He runs to another set, notices the camera, goes to another set, notices the camera. It keeps scaring him. Oh, he's so good. It was so great. Oh, that man drank himself to death. I believe he passed away at 49. It's Capricorns are prone to drinking. I'd have to look up exactly what happened. I do remember it was like some kind of throat cancer without looking it up. It's too sad. But yeah, that did happen. And then not to be a bummer, but unfortunately we did lose Terry Jones a few years back, but he had had dementia for years. It's not like it was just one day. It just he had been ill, and then I found out. I was devastated. I sat on the floor crying for half an hour straight. I was so sad. It's the worst thing to lose a comedian. He was cute. I don't care. He was cute. Aquarius. Okay, yeah, not to be a bummer, but yeah, I'm the type when as far as movies go, I will follow like I'll watch every movie a certain actor does, every that kind of a thing. I'll follow actors more than I will follow and film scores more than say like a director or just a genre, or like I haven't seen any Hallmark movies. I couldn't tell you about that. Now, do you have a favorite film? Like, I'm glad Frank brought this up because we were talking about movies yesterday. But he had brought up that his favorite film is As Good as It Gets, from 1997. If you haven't seen it, Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt, Greg Kinnear. I have not seen it in a lot of years. Don't get me wrong, but I did see it before, quite frankly. So like I knew of it when Frank brought it up, like, oh yeah, that's the one where the spoilers that Jack Nicholson calls Greg Kinnear a fudge packer. I was like, oh shit. That's the first time I'd ever is that the first time I'd ever heard? Yeah, and that's odd to hear a gay slang for the first time in the late 90s when my buddy growing up was gay. So he'd heard it all, so I'd heard it all from him. Oh, those friggin' heart emojis. it is just eye strain. Like I don't care what it adds to the makes your channel look good. It's not like it's gonna go towards getting subscribers or monetization or anything like that. It's literally just there to aggravate the viewer's eyes. And and then this is something else. Like I know that I can put up a poll, but then it's also got another option to start a Q&A. But like that's what we're doing. That's like the person in front of the camera asks a question and then the chat room answers. So I don't understand what this option is even here for. Say something, 100 characters, start Q&A. That's dumb. Why do they have that option? Like the polls, that's yeah, and it's okay if you are gay, just don't be a fag about it. It's be I mean like they speak well, they dress well, they've got their dance music, they know how to handle themselves. They you know, it's if you're just gay, just going out in the world, people are going to be. I don't know how things are now, but at least in the 90s, folks are just meaner to gay people. Not necessarily like violent with them, but if there was a comment they were going to say to them, they were going to hear it. And then my buddy was just real good at, snapping back at them with, something. It is, yeah. There's and I totally kind of totally understand guys being gay because guys are hot, dude. Like that's why it's you can have a hang out with the gay guys. You can just talk about straight guys the whole time. Like, oh, wait for him to turn around. But that's great. But I don't know because if you're gay, you can. That's just something that can happen. There's no doctors or medication involved. Put it that way. And then it's I just I don't understand lesbians though because I just I don't get that side of it. I mean, like I know some they're fine, but is kid gonna call in? No, I don't know him. I don't have his number. Uh, I got. Oh, okay. Now, when she came out, was she like had she been married and then was like, oh, I'm gay now, and then like had to drop the husband? Her daughter drives a Subaru. Well, I mean, it's not a truck. That's why I see. Like, that's why I'm a. As a girl, you can't just drive a truck around because when people start asking questions. And why did I take my phone out? I remember now. No, yeah, I don't have King. I've got well, I've got frankincense in here, but that's to call the studio. And then let's see. Well, I've got Jim Lee in here just in case. Now, what he does is I know I brought him up before, but like he puts his number up there when he's live. So I mean, he'll take calls. He'll let like Willie Fix It will call in and talk for 20 minutes, and that's always a good time. Oh no, that's okay, Joe Taylor. It's I mean, like you have the option to use emojis from your phone, but that reaction part emoji, I got that switched off. Okay, yeah, yeah. She told her husband she was gay, and they got divorced. So yeah, that's how you gotta. I mean, you can't really stay married. I mean, you can't stay married, but uh, that's a lot of sure a lot of arguing and whatnot about just everything, and not a pleasant situation when there's children involved. I'll put it that way. But yeah, I mean, like she, it would be I'm glad when people do come out of the closet because that's one thing. I do have gaydar, so if you think you're fooling somebody, I'm not that somebody. I'm gonna see right through you. If you are walking around with pink camouflage anything, you cannot tell me you're not a lesbian. I mean, you can say it, but I'm not going to believe you. And I'm going to look at you funny anytime I see you looking at another girl because I know what you're thinking about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, divorce sucks. I can't believe that happened to us. And it came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. It was just, it was like when we had the 1 hour chat room. It just kind of, oh, I'm going to have an announcement. I'm going to have an announcement. I'm going to have an announcement. Hold on. I'm going to have an announcement. Going to have an announcement. Okay, Frank, when's the announcement? And then just bam, devastation. Yeah, I can't wait to. Oh, she's a femme. Okay, one of the lipstick lesbians. The ones that don't look not the flannel ones. Put it like that. And oh, your mom's home from the hospital. Oh, I didn't know she was in the hospital. Hopefully she stays out. Oh, that sucks. It's not the thing with lesbians that I don't like. It's not that I just because I do know some they're good people. I'm not saying that that you're bad for liking girls. The thing I don't like about them is because if I can pull any kind of people likes butches, all right, that's hot. Um, married people like me, not into anybody committing adultery, and lesbians like me, not into that. And I think that it's it's nothing sexual about it. There's no I don't want to do anything to another girl. I don't want to put anything in another girl. I that's no. Um, like we can hug. That's it. Oh, I just found out. Ugh. Yeah, I hope she's again. I hope she's just it's done and over with, and she doesn't have to go back in. Yeah, lesbians fight a lot. The thing is though that they do not have game. They're very rude. It's like they think the way a woman wants to be approached is just to just come out with it. And no, you don't have a dick, so no. And where are the manners? Where they're so impolite. There's no courtesy. There's no subtlety. There's no intrigue. There's no it. Like, why do you think women don't want to, I don't they just women just don't know how to pick up other women. Like if this is how you pull chicks, then I'm sorry for the trash you're picking up. If that's your type, I'm not it. And I'm not saying like some lesbian can sweet talk me into bed, no. But I would like to just see two women raging is crazy all the time. Yeah, it's like this twice? No, good God, I need some. I'm hyper. I need somebody chill, way chill. I cannot. This is it's the lack of just very rude. No decorum. Yeah, just like just no game. It's and who taught them that? Who taught them that? Like what movie? What like where do you learn how to be a lesbian? I don't know what other dyke is telling you like, oh no, this is what chicks really want. Chicks just want you to just be a rude and not it's just not interesting. There's not one lesbian I would want to get with. And I mean, like, I do have a wife. I brought that up before. And I probably should say something now since we did bring up movies. Well, my favorite movie is The Mummy from 1999. I know everybody's seen it. It's been out long enough. The Brendan Fraser one. Uh, huh, Jerry Goldsmith's score. Love that man. But that does have yeah, yeah, Jenna. Yeah, she knows how you feel about the trans stuff, and she agrees. That's how my buddy, the gay one, he was just not in my life anymore. But when he did do drag shows, they brought up to him like, hey, you can make a lot of money if you get breast implants. He's like, no, I want to take it off at the end of the day and be a boy. And I even asked him, I'm like, well, what's up? Do you ever like want to be a girl? Did you ever want to have those body parts? He's like, no. I'm like, what about all this transsexual stuff? Isn't that the same as being gay? He's like, no, no, that's something else. That's how I put it. He just no, that's something else. Like, yeah, take it from the gays. But yeah, the Mummy from 1999 does have my wife in it, Rachel Weisz, And if I catch you staring at her too long, she'll be the last thing you ever see. Oh, she's so great. Pisces. It freaked me out when I met the Zells because they have the same birthday. They're twins, if you don't know. Allegedly, I've only seen one of them, and I don't know if it's which one. Couldn't be sure. But they have the same birthday, March 7th. That blew my mind when I found that out. It's like what? Because I forget. Maybe I was talking to Frank Zell. And when did I even find that out? But he told me. I was like, I did find out. I was like, what? Okay, that's cool. I know March 7th. I can deal with that. Yeah, and then as far as movies go, it's I don't I couldn't do you like anything that's come out in the last 4 years? Has there been anything good? I personally don't know. I'm asking. Everything I watch is we went over this a bit yesterday, like like silent films, black and white stuff at 50s, 40s, 30s. Uh, check out Mae West, anything Mae West. You can see a few of her movies on YouTube for free. There were more, but I was watching them every week, and then suddenly there were two of them are not available anymore. So I just broke down. You can actually buy. Hold on, where is it? Now because of licensing, probably she did one film with a different company, but as of about last year, she did 10 films, but you can get 9 of them in a box set. And let me tell you, and I mean, like some of these movies are short, like literally, like the early ones are like, She Done Him Wrong. It's an hour, and that's the film that saved Paramount Pictures. And you have to watch it for yourself. Like, how can a film save a movie studio in the 1930s during the Depression? Well, sit down and watch that movie. It's about an hour long again, and you'll know why. And then since we're on the subject, is it Go West, Young Man? Going to town, I like that, but Go West, Young Man. There's a secondary character, and she's got the best line of the whole film. And I believe that's the same one that's her character's name in that film is Marvis Arden. I'm like, I know that name. I've heard that last name on American Horror Story Asylum. There's a character, Dr. Arden, but there, Marvis Arden, Name and Lights. I was like, hold on, and I know somebody with that name, so I had to tell her. I'm like, yeah, if you ever want to see your name in lights, you can. And I think it was still on YouTube at the time. I was like, you can watch it right now. That was so cool. I know yeah. And my niece came out as non-binary and is dating a trans woman. So is she a lesbian? I'm confused. Let me make this simple for you. If you have to ask, is it gay? It's gay. End of story. That's all it is. If you have to ask, the answer is yes. Carol Lombard and My Man Godfrey. Yeah, I need to see that. I am aware of her. Uh, it depends, Jenna. It depends. If trans has a schlong, then it depends if you were born with it or if yeah, Arden did watch yeah, going to town. Oh, it's so good. And then I believe is it might be Go West Jump. It's two like the Go ones are the two ones that are my favorite, and then like I start to get them mixed up. Go West Young Man. It's got to be Go West Young Man. Yeah, because that's the one where like she hooks up with the guy, And later found out that that guy, it was buddies with Cary Grant. I'll leave it at that. I had a feeling about him, and then I found that fact out like you like within like a month or so. I'm like, oh, I see. I saw it. Gaydar. I saw that. Okay. Oh yeah, Mae West is so good. Now she's a Leo, and then her, I believe it was her father was from Scotland, and he was a boxer. So I'm sure that's where she got some of her toughness from. And then that chick, you know what, the come up and see me sometime. Uh, you know, it was the 30s. If you were who you were on the silver screen everywhere, like you did not have a private persona anymore. And she played up into that. She was very much all about that. Wrote all of her movies. I don't know if she wrote the songs. She might have wrote the songs. She wrote her own dialogue. And sorry, just reading the chat room. Nefarious. I have not seen that. I've heard of it. But yeah, Mae West, she very much stuck to her public persona, and then like years down the line, you can even watch a oh God, what's that movie? Oh, I'm gonna look it up. I did do this with my back aching today. I was laying there thinking, I don't have to. Why am I putting up with this bull spit? So I just went ahead and ordered the Cultivate Elevate. It's the Dragon's Blood. It's the capsules. It's like 38 bucks even. So that is on the way. And then it just shipped today too, so I'll have that next week. But I digress. What is that Mae West movie? It's from the 60s. It's I know it. I just need to uh it's on YouTube. Um filmography. Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna tell you. Maya Breckenridge. I sat through an entire film just for Mae West. And I do say sat through. Well, I didn't sit through all of it because some of it I had to fast forward through because I don't care if this is a spoil. This is helping you out. This is like that heart emoji because there was this one MFer, I don't know who it was, a guy, and whoever thought it was a good idea to put this asshole in Spurs and have him walk around the entire set, the whole time he's talking Spurs, 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 fucking Spurs. I just fast forwarded through that shit. I'm like, I don't care what they're talking about. And Mae West is good. I do like her jokes because it went from her in the 30s being censored, just the way people were sensitive. The Hays Code just began right around then. To like the jokes she's making in 1960 are very much they're cute. Like I do get the sense like the joke she's making, like this chick would be a Frankly, like the way she jokes about sex, but doesn't make it too raunchy. You know, gotta keep it classy. Yeah, any good movies? Oh yeah, no fair. That's why I don't know any movies from the last. I am sorry. You're right, Joe. You're right. Yeah, that's why I've heard of it. And then Patrick Flannery from Boondock Saints. I've seen both of those. Well, you gotta watch the first Boon. Norman Reedus, come on. You've got to watch the Boondock Saints. Watch it on what St. Patrick's Day. That's when the movie takes place. And then like you get so I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but like I like Norman Reedus. I was enjoying the movie, having a good time. Frank does use a clip from that movie, and then it gets not the actor you're thinking of. I'm thinking of somebody else. But it gets so far down the line, they bring this other character in. It's like him. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and then I know I saw the second one, but I don't remember it too well. And they filmed the first one They filmed like 10 years apart, so Norman Reedus looks the same, but his was it Sean Patrick Flannery? He'd put on some weight. So, oh no, that's okay. Yeah, some people are not into movies. That's all right. Now, do you like? Do you get into like TV shows, or is it just like you like don't have time to sit and watch TV kind of a thing? Oh, you've been taking the pearl and the dragon's blood. Oh, right. Now, have you noticed any difference at all with either of those products? Yeah, Willem Dafoe. Oh, and there was a firefight. Spoilers. That's a clip. That's a. I'm sure that's a meme somewhere. That's not a spoiler. And Virgo too. You gotta like Willem Dafoe. He's got that face. Uh, is it? Oh, what's the name of it? Not Interview with a Vampire, but it's the one where it's kind of like the behind the scenes of Nosferatu, and then Willem Dafoe was playing the main character. This was something that I saw back. Oh, that would have been like 2000. uh, Willem Dafoe, go IMDb. Oh God, I was wrong. July 22nd. I am so sorry I was wrong. Okay, his face makes more sense now. All right, that is right on the cusp. Okay, what am I looking for? 2000. It had to have been 2000 because that's when I saw uh no TV or cable. Understandable. Castor oil for pain? Like do you just take like put it in a spoon and like drink it? He may have been in Fargo. I have not seen Fargo. Let me get this movie title for you before I forget. Shadow of the Vampire from 2000. There we go. I would have never remembered that. Yeah, 2000. That was the day. And John Malkovich. Uh, let's see. Was he in Fargo? I know that was 1996, but I know I haven't seen it. What year? Okay. The way they have, I know it was 2006. 1996. Oh my God. Well, it has a six in it. Oh, it was in Basquiat. All right. That's got Gary Oldman. Fargo? Fargo? No? Oh yeah, he was in Body of Evidence. Ugh. Yeah, I remember watching that. Oh, I guess he wasn't in Fargo. Okay. Yeah, there goes Boondock Saints 1999. F yes. Oh yeah, he was an American Psycho. All right, stop looking, girl. Lots of good movies. Oh yeah, Boondock Saints. Oh yeah, watching The Walking Dead, absolutely. How far are you into? Oh, it does help with sleep. Good. How far are you into The Walking Dead? I have seen like the whole proper series. I have not seen any of those like after the series ended. If they're doing the spin-offs, I have not seen those. But yeah, the Walking Dead was I didn't start with it from the beginning. I got into that in about 2013, and then castor oil makes your nails grow fast. Ugh. I gotta trim my nails once a week. That's too much. Usually on a Sunday. That way I can type fast on Monday. But yeah, it was I got into The Walking Dead. There was a back when I watched TV. There was a marathon on over like it was like a 4th of July weekend around there. So I got into that, and then I believe I started buying the box sets of DVDs. Got caught up with that, and then about definitely 2013, 2014, I was following along regularly. But I want to say the last two or so, back 2020 when things started getting weird. I didn't keep up with it because I was just watching everything on the smart TV, so I wasn't watching cable. But eventually, when they did put it on Netflix, I did get all caught up. Um, It's I don't, it's not that the ending of it, I'm not going to say what happens. As far as ending a show that was on for like 10 years, it's not a bad ending. It's not like the best ending. It's definitely not the worst. It's oh, it's an oil. Okay. Yeah, castor oil. It does kind of yeah, it just like you can kind of tell they're like fumbling to fill space. They did introduce some newer characters at the end. I was on the fence about, but then I did like. Uh, it's I loved Alpha. Oh my God, Samantha Morton. Oh, this chick Taurus. Oh my God, watch her in. Um, if you fortunately seen a lot of versions of Jane Eyre and read the audio book. I think I read the physical book at one point, but she is in a version of, as far as Jane Eyre goes, productions go, the one with Orson Welles is the best. That's the one I saw first, so I'm spoiled on that one from 1944. But the second best one is the one with Samantha Morton, and I am fairly certain that is available on YouTube right now. And it was like a mini series from, judging by the look of it, the 90s. Uh, and then there are other versions that are available to see, but those are the two best ones if you're going to go that route. And I like the audiobook. I don't know why I like that book so much. I don't listen to it often, but I've got it saved somewhere. And then yeah, I did always used to say that if I had been a YouTuber prior to 2020, I probably would have been covering modern films. And then once 2020 happened and movie theaters weren't a thing for a little while, I probably would have gone to reviewing older movies. What is, I don't know if I can pronounce that, Erica. Hi, Erica, by the way, if I didn't say hi, Ciaran Hinds. Is that a person? It's capitalized like it's a person. Um, I'm going to, sometimes this slows things down just a tad. So I try not to search on the laptop while I'm live. What is that name? I've seen that before. Yeah, he's a guy. Yeah. Oh, he's an Aquarius. That's hot. February 9th. Not bad at all. Wonder what he looks like. That guy! Yes! Him! Sorry, I got loud. He's so good in that. That's why I know the name. Okay. He really is. And it's because he's the character of the Rochester. He's supposed to be like a not attractive man. And then, Orson Welles ones, he's a good looking guy, so that really didn't fly. But this actor, he does have like a, I don't want to sit here and call him ugly because he's not an ugly man, but there is like he can't just, like they, plus they got the like the makeup on him and like like the extra hair and the stuff like that. He just comes off very severe kind of a thing. But as you watch it, as like he grows on you, and you kind of start to see like, hey, I can see a softer side to this guy. I can see why this chick would be into it. Oh, it's so good. Oh man. And even it's so good because the whole time I'm thinking of the one from 1944, and I've got that in the back of my head. Of course, you're going to compare it to that, but those two like kind of took me out of the OG film and like made some scenes their own. I'm thinking of one later on. Oh, it's so good. Grimm, I've heard like Grimm seems like a show that I would get into. I have not seen it. I do like the if you remember from this was a when was this on the air? It ended in 2017. It was on for 4 years. A Sleepy Hollow. It was so good. That had a fella on there named Tom Mison. Mison, like bison, but with an M. English guy, Leo. And then this would have been in 2012, 2013. Now, what happened is I've always been into older guys, just always have, like, just always have. And then here comes this guy, and I thought he was like 35, something like that, which is fine, looks young for his age. I just assumed. And then I go to look him up, and he is, again, he's a Leo. I'm a Capricorn. He's the same age as me. I felt, uh, I was disgusted with myself for months and months. Like, he's younger than me. Like, how do I'd never thought that way about a younger guy. And that maybe it's because how old was I? 30s, early 30s, let's say. I don't know. I got over it now. I'm fine with it now. But at the time, that was the first time that ever happened. Oh, God. And then it's just that show had, that show seemed to have issues behind the scenes. And then they got rid of one of the main characters. And that's always like a bad sign. And then, like, the last season was, they were just holding on by a thread, and then, like, oh yeah, it turns out this is not going to be renewed, and hey, we're selling all of the costumes from the show. Like, they were tweeting that kind of a thing out. It's like, it was fun while it lasted. And that what I got it. When was that even on? Because that throws me off. Anything that happened in like 2014 to 2015 mushed in there, it gets, it's such a blur in my head. Until I need to finalize all of the just notes for everything for the last 9.5 years. Yeah, I ran from 2013 to 2017. So yeah, I would have been watching that during the well, 2014 was not good. You'll find out about that next month. So that's when that was going on. And I know I was watching The Walk. Oh, there's Tom Mike. Oh my God. I don't even want to know what he's up to now. I don't even want to know. Can't look. He's got eyebrows for days. The show Ghosts. All right. Have not seen that. And then, like, The World Beyond. I felt, well, if it sucks, I guess I won't watch that. Yeah. But yeah, if there's like a genre of films, I didn't know I had a favorite genre, but I believe it was like the IMDb, I call it IMDb, that sort of, it takes all of your everything you voted on. They're like, hey, here's your favorite movies. Like, okay, and it breaks down by genre. I was like, okay, apparently I like action and then drama. Okay, sure, and then comedy. Oh, Spartacus. I gotta watch Spartacus, like the OG Spartacus. Like, what's up? Ben-Hur. I would like to see that. It'd be lovely to see Ben-Hur the way it's meant to be seen on the Uber IMAX widescreen. Like, it's so widescreen, you can only see this much of the. No, but like they did go out of their way to present that, and I forget the exact ratio. Sad it was canceled on cable. Ugh, yeah, that sucks. Oh man, I was canceling a show. Well, Firefly. That's the thing that see. This is why fans are amazing. It's never. I mean, like, yeah, there's a lot of money that goes into the production of a movie or an album or Frank's show. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that folks never know about. But it, big movers and shakers doing big things. But the thing is, if nobody goes to see your movies, oh, Spartacus is series. Hold on. Hold on. Spartacus is what I'm thinking of. My battery's running low. I wonder why. Okay, okay. You're on the charger, sweetheart. Calm down. Battery's not that low. Spartacus. But yeah, you can have all the money and all the people putting together a show or, an album or a TV show, movies. Spartacus. Is this what I'm thinking of? But if nobody goes to your movie, if nobody buys your album, if nobody watches your live stream, then you just, I mean, more power to you. You put all that, oh, it's got Lucy Lawless. More power to you. You put all that effort into it. But if fans don't show up, then who cares? John Hannah! Ah! Yes! From The Mummy as well. Uh, he is in that. I want to see it. But yeah, it was on for 2 years. Goodness. It's not very long at all. I mean, it's long enough. You can do a lot of damage on a TV show in a one season. Yeah, John Hannah. And he's Scottish, but they always make him. Well, he's usually always playing English, but I swear I watched him in a movie once. They let him keep his Scottish accent. Yeah, ramming speed. Yeah, I'm not sure the full screen ratio. I would have to. Those are things I did used to know. Oh, I could like 4:3, whatever that is. I Oh, the main character died from cancer and was replaced. Oof. Yeah, gotta have to. Yeah. It's like, no, why do you give him cancer on the show? He got cancer in real life. No, but yeah, in real life, yeah, oof, yeah, gotta do it. Understandable. Oh, that sucks. That's the thing. That's gotta be so scary leading a program. But anyway, yes, as far as fans go, if they're the what gives any media life, and the best example I can think of that is again Firefly. If you know Joss Whedon before he is what he is now, and he was just known for Buffy and Angel, all that, the Buffy verse. That Firefly was on for a season on Fox. All kinds of. I didn't watch it at the time, but it was all the hell. Just it wasn't released in order. It was not advertised correctly. It was just everything was going against it. It ended up being canceled. Uh, and it sucks because everybody. It was a close crew. It was a close cast. You can tell they like working together. All that good stuff. These are things you can look up online. This is not. You don't have to hear this from me. I'm getting chills. Is it getting cold out? Um, but what happened was 10 or so years later, like the fans were just rallying and rallying for more. Like, we want Firefly, we want more, we need something. You did us dirty, do something, do right by us. So all of their campaigning and whatnot, whatever they had to do, they did it. And we have now a movie called Serenity. Serenity is the name of the ship from Firefly. Now, this movie is a big deal because, like, yeah, it's a movie based off a TV show. But at the time, it was a show with no major stars. Nathan Fillion was not the big deal he is now. He's always been a great actor, but he was not, how we know him today. And, it does have great actors. It's not saying they're not good at their job, but, a major film needs major actors. They need the star power. This is just a movie that was made based on a TV show because there was so much fan demand for it. Like, that's why it's phenomenal. And it's a great movie. It's a great movie. If you, I hate to say it, but like you could, I wouldn't say just watch that and don't watch Firefly. Of course, I'm going to say watch Firefly, then watch Serenity. But if you were just scrolling through and just happened to find Serenity and you're like, hey, I want to watch a space movie with a girl with some kind of weird axe sword blade thing kicking ass, like, sure, I'll click on this. Oh, it's got such a great line. I'm not gonna say it. Adam Baldwin says it. Yeah, and it's earlier on too. It's great, but it's all the original cast. There's a few extra characters, extra elements that were not in the TV show, And of course, since it was a TV show from the early 2000s, it's very much like, they use their special effects shots and they use their shots with the actors. Both those look fine on their own. Deadwood, yes. Deadwood is only upside down. It is only 3 seasons. Only. And they're short. It is the reason why they stopped making Deadwood, and it ended in like 2006, was because it was costing them like $1 million an episode, and HBO just did not have that kind of funding. It was not Game of Thrones. So that's why Deadwood went away. But Al Swearingen is my dude. Based on a real guy. A lot of, like, about half the characters, most of the characters are based on real people. And um, yeah, it's got, oh God, it is too good. It is HBO, so there is sex and violence. It's swearing. It's all the characters are so good. Even background characters, even folks just walking in the background who don't get dialogue, they're great. Powers Booth, all these people, and it's actors I've seen in other places. Rome is, I think, is Rome is the one I'm thinking of. Hold on, if it has who I'm thinking of. Yeah, and unfortunately, he has passed on. A fella named Ray Stevenson. Watch the Book of Eli. I mean, Gary Oldman, of course, is very good in that. Oh. And the way I found out too, I was just watching. I just got off random. One of the YouTubers I watched. I don't know this guy's birthday, but I know he's got to be just a little bit younger than me based on what he said in the video. But he's talking about one of the newer Star Wars things that had come out. It's like, yeah, this and that, so and so, and then the late Ray Stevenson, something like that. I was like, what? Looked it up. It was like 58. There's no reason to die at 58. And I don't know if he got any shots or anything like that. I don't know, but oh, that sucks. But yeah, Rome. I do want to see. Vexed, the British TV show. I have heard of that. And I like just vex. That's just a fun word that we don't use in daily life as much. That is, vexed is a good word. Oh, the sunset here is so golden. Very nice. Ooh, I bet. The sun sets, it's like, because it's behind me is east, so like I get the sun first thing in the morning, it heats things up, so I try to keep things closed up. But then the sun sets over there, so I don't get to see sunsets anymore. Usually not. Where is the sun? Yeah, there's the sun. It's still doing that thing. It's still like Jupiter with Venus on top of it. Okay, you two get a room. And then the sun's just back there watching like a pervert. Like Eugene from The Walking Dead. No spoilers if you haven't gotten that far into The Walking Dead. Have you seen all of The Walking Dead yet? Like the proper type of, I don't want to spoil anything for you. Um it does go like season 1, season 2, 3, but at a point it does dip, and it stays dipped down for minutes, and then it comes right back up. It's like the middle of that one season, it comes right back up, and I was like, it's good again. It's good again. Yeah, the balcony does. It's because if you look over to the right, I don't know why I think of it this way, but if you walk out onto the balcony, like I said before, the hot tub's on the left. If you look over off to the right, that's where the sun sets. So that means the balcony faces west. That means the balcony faces south if west is there. Wait, west. I know this is reversed for you here. This is my right hand. West, east. No, wait. We. That means the balcony faces south. Okay, I just put that together. I didn't know that before right now. I did not see the Deadwood movie. I forgot about. Oh, fuck. I forgot there's a Deadwood movie. Now I gotta see it. Oh, how do I find it? Where are you? Where can I watch the Deadwood movie for free? Oh my god. I know Ian McShane's in it. I remember now that you brought it up. Deadwood. I almost wore my Deadwood shirt. Deadwood movie 2019. Can I watch it anywhere? Can I is it on Netflix or something? Amazon's got it. I don't care about that. I don't know. I'll look around. Oh, HBO Max. Yeah, screw you. I haven't. Oh God, I don't. What could have even? Because it didn't. It's not like it just it's not like they like killed off the main character and then Deadwood ended. It literally just stopped. Just things kind of like they could do more with it, but it just kind of well the money ran out. But like it open ended. The characters are still alive. You can still keep going. They killed off. They don't need that guy. They don't need that guy. It's fine. Uh, and then that was back when Powers Booth was still alive, wasn't it? Because he has unfortunately passed on. He's so good. He's got one of the best line reads anywhere, anywhere, and it's um. I'm trying to think of the episode without like giving away what happens. Is it the one with the elections? It might be the one with the elections, but oh my god, it's oh my god that scene. And unfortunately, it does have Jeffrey Jones in it. Uh, but it's like if you watch Beetlejuice, you just gotta oh yeah, he's here too. Yeah. That, oh, sorry, you said a sunrise on the balcony. The balcony at sunrise. I'm trying to think of what the studio what because it's weird to see Frank go live in the middle of the afternoon if he like were to like film something and then he airs it later. So I could not imagine that place in the morning. I'll have to think about that. Just like the colors of everything. Because that means the sun comes up in the east. I'll have to think about that. Uh, the show Lovejoy with Ian McShane. Like I swear I've seen like maybe an episode or two of that. Hi Pete. No, I don't have Fire Stick. It's this is a it's a Insignia Fire TV. Uh so it already had well see like because I had a Insignia Fire TV before and then when I set this one up it gets to a certain point it's like hey do you want to connect bring your apps over from the one to the other and it's like yeah because I got Tubi I got Netflix I got YouTube and so it brought all that stuff over and don't get a Google TV I gotta return that so it does have what's it an Amazon connected type of thing. I don't have Amazon Prime. And I've got some bad storms here in Tennessee, so my internet and power have been wonky. Like, hey, get it together, electricity. Like, what if Quite Frankly was on? Then how would you see the show? Come on now. Got to oh yeah, I gotta make sure Frank's not going live just in case. just in case. Okay, yeah, you must have gotten those. Like, there must have been some storms that blew past where I'm at and just headed straight on down. And then this is a trip. I'm just had a 28 viewers at 7 p.m. Holy crap. That is incredible. That's phenomenal. That's almost 30 people. It does. Thank you for pointing out Fear the Walking Dead. Thank you. So yes, it does. I That's why I liked the beginning of season three because it brought on. Don't want to spoil it, but I was like, I know him. Yes, the show's gonna get good now. And then the mom, the girl, I cannot think of her name right now. I love her. She is. I don't know her name, but I love her. I've seen her in a few other things. I like she just has this mellow, this calm about her that I like. And then of course, also on this is the reason why I even like Fear the Walking Dead at all, because I'll get into why I don't like it. There's too much to say. Well, I do like it. Garrett Dillahunt. I liked him. I do know him from Deadwood. And then there he was on Fear the Walking Dead. I like his character. I like everything about that character. And then I didn't at a certain point I did stop watching, and then I did find out later something about that character that I do not like. Um, that happened, and let me see. Yeah, so there's and they even pointed that out too. It's like, hey, it's like our Deadwood family. Um, okay, that's all there's good to say. Fear the Walking Dead. Now there are well, there's one thing I won't joke about at all. There's one thing that's just completely off limits. There's nothing funny about it ever. But I would say the second thing I never joke about is insomnia. It's no joking matter. But I don't think this is funny. But Fear the Walking Dead is the cure for insomnia. I've never seen the season one finale because I fell asleep during it. It is so painfully boring. Painfully. I was checking my phone at the 20-minute mark, like, when does this end? I cannot take it anymore. I cannot physically put myself through. And then you start to get sleepy. And it's only been in half an hour. And it's because some of the actors are good. Now, there's some of the actors are just garbage. Now, I do say that. I do mean that. Um, Yeah, Joe Taylor, I have heard about that. Yeah, I might look into that because I do have a Fire Stick available now that you mention it. Okay. I do need to say this about Fear the Walking Dead though. As much as I wish it was on Netflix because when I couldn't sleep, I could just put it on and fall asleep. Now, what does happen? This happened twice, three times, at least twice. It hit too close to home. Um, this might I'm gonna try to be as vague as possible, but I do have to give some details to explain what happened. It's this one character I did not like her at all. Cannot stand this woman. Cannot stand the sight of her. I don't like anything her character does at all. And then find out that her character was going to die. I'm like, yes, get her off of the screen. Hope it's this episode. I better never see her again. Yes, let's do it. Die. Now her another character does like her and would want to see her before she passed. And he gets very close to being able to say goodbye, does not make it in time. And it's acted very well by another actor we haven't brought up yet. And yeah, that just hit way too close to home. That was just devastating. It's like, how is everything so terrible in this show? And then they give me a moment like this. And then, yeah, definitely see at least the first half of season three, I was all about. And the other moment is Fire Stick. It sounds like what would happen if you like slept with somebody and then you woke up itching the next day, like, ooh, he's got a Fire Stick. Don't get that. Don't mess with him. That's okay. That's all right. You're supposed to, Pete. It's a very very frankly of you. This other moment was let me. Now, the actor's name is Frank, but he's like an English guy. There's so many English people playing Americans in the Fear of the Walking Dead world, like Andrew Lincoln, Samantha Morton. But I digress. The actor was kind of saw the writing on the wall. I wanted to leave the show, so they wrote his character off. And I kind of didn't like the actor's okay, sort of looks like somebody else, but I didn't care for what they were doing with the character, just the kind of guy he was. So I didn't, like I didn't want him dead like the girl. Like I was just like, oh well, if you got he's guys, he could act, so I was mad he was leaving. Like, great, what are we gonna be left with now? But okay, they're killing him off, and it was so stupid. But what happens is, the character dies, and then there's no really precedent for this on the show, but I think earlier in the episode he was looking at some little flowers, just to look at the flowers. If you know that from The Walking Dead, it's not a good sign. But he was looking at some flowers earlier in the episode, and it dies. And then what happens is what they do is after he's clearly gone, they cut to a shot, and it's clearly just supposed to be him. He's not suffering anymore. He's in heaven. And what they did with the actor, he's just laying down, like the grass, little flowers, just laying down like the way you would take a selfie of yourself. And he's just laying there, just kind of hands on his chest, maybe. And when you take a big breath, and maybe you hold it for a second, and then you just let it all go. Just all that stress that was built up, all of it just leaves. So what they would have done, they would have told this actor to like take a deep breath and exhale. Because what it is, that the shot that they show, I don't know if I can explain this right. You have to see it for yourself. I can't do it justice. But the shot they show, it's just him. He's just lying in this field. Well, grass, flowers, and he just, his eyes are awake. He just, kind of just looks just the way he would feel lying in a, grass, and just feel comfortable, just at one with nature. And he's just laying there, he's just looking up, and it cuts to him doing the like just the exhale, like just that, like not the inhale of all the tension, just the exhale of just letting it all go. who who thought of that shot? It's perfect. I've never seen any, I don't even know how to put words to it, the depiction of heaven before, like actually arriving there before. But here it is in this stupid, boring, painful to watch show. Why was I even choking that? I was choking that show down because another YouTuber I follow, he hates the same people as I do on The Walking Dead. He was following Fear, so I had to watch Fear to keep up with his channel. It's perfect. And I can't. I'd have to look up I can't look up the episode or tell you the actor and all that stuff without spoiling it. But I couldn't say exactly how early on it happens. And it might be in the middle of a. I don't think it was like the season finale either. It was like sort of in the middle of the season, but it was perfect. Who thought of that? Is the director, was it decided like just that day, like we're gonna shoot it this way? No, I like this idea. Yet Nick, yeah, just that not the inhale, like the inhale was already done. Action, this the exhale of it, and then like maybe they lingered there for a few seconds. It was perfect. And I haven't seen that probably since the episode debuted. I'm never gonna forget it. It was, and I wouldn't want to watch a clip of it. I would have to sit there and watch the whole episode, go through. It's like, oh no, is this really how they're doing him? And this, like the way he goes out was so. Like, this is how they're sending him off. This is how they get rid of him. This is what his character's worth. This is what they think of him. Like, wow, screw this guy. Like, you're quitting good. F off. Here's how we're killing off your character. And then he gets that perfect moment. And that's probably the last time we ever see that his character on the screen. It's devastating. It's so good. It's too good. How was something, and I don't know. I guess you can't knock anything. You got to watch everything because I would not know that scene would have happened if I didn't see, sit through that whole show. Sex toy. What was it? The fire stick kind of sounds like a sex toy. I wonder how that would work. I don't know how. I haven't been in a sex shop in years. Like, would it like light up? Like when you switch it on? Why would it have to? You're not gonna see it. It would light up the way everything lights up now. Like it's gonna light up and change colors, and like a moon ring, or it's gonna go through like the whole rainbow of colors. And does it change color when you finish? Does it know when you bust a nut with it? I just like, hey, good job. Is it like or is it like the shake weight episode of South Park? It's gonna talk about movies and we're talking about TV shows. That's all right. But yeah, Fear the Walking Dead, vagina flaps. Yeah, that sounds like the medical term. Sure, why not? Yeah, yeah. Fear the Walking Dead. I don't know if it got better later on. They did add this I don't want to say who, but she's from Mad TV. It's like, wait, I know her. I bet she was funny on the set. Wow. So that happened. Uh, and then yeah, it's not The Walking Dead. If you want to be, don't want to say entertained consistently because Walking Dead does dip, but you know what? Watch The Walking Dead, and then you can hop over to Fear because I don't know. They were trying to have that. We're gonna have it be different. Now we're gonna have it sync up because it's not doing that well. Now we're gonna bring a character over because it's doing so poorly, and I don't even know if it still comes on. Oh, erotic bakery, nice. Is that when you get like the ass the big ass cake and it's like a cake with just two like globes of like butt cheeks, and or do you get the like sorry about your mastectomy, here's a titty cake. Yeah, Swanee, you missed the nipples. Um they were had to put a bra on before I went live, so you missed that. uh, Pizza. I'm banned from most sex shops too. Not banned, just have not been in a minute. There's well, there's no, nobody's in there having sex. I wouldn't want them to. That would be awkward. Like, hey, you got to try these. Like, no, no, no. I tried them enough. That's okay. I can see it from here. Yeah, yeah, no nipples. Maybe after the show, I decided I don't wear a bra around the house. This is just because there's company over, and uh, oh yeah, I do have I was gonna wear this because what's a small? Is it a small? Yeah, this was too. It was a gift, but it's not the show. It's from the actual Legendary Deadwood. It was well, a buddy of mine went out that way, and then he's like, "Hey, I got you the shirt." It's like, cool. And then it was I don't know when, but if it was a small at the time, that would have been too small for me. But now it fits just fine. But it's just too. I don't wear anything that tight around the house, so it's very. And then it's just with the logo right there the whole time. I don't know if that's gonna bother my eyes or not. I don't know. We'll see. Let me put this away. Oh, I forgot to do an intermission. Does anybody want an intermission? Do you want a song to listen to? I'm not going to play the song, but I can drop a song in the chat room and sit here quietly while everybody smokes or drinks or breaks out their fire stick. And see, I'm not sure about the size of a fire stick. I don't know where you can exactly put that. And like, can you pull it back out? Um, I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, with the sex shops, if you start, that's why they have everybody following you around all the time. They think you're gonna try this stuff. Need a smoke break? Okay, that's all right. Let me get ya. Okay, so I don't know how like Frank can play songs and he's fine and nothing happen. I don't know how the copyright works with all that. But I don't want to get in trouble. So let me instead see if this works. Tell you what, I will give you a song and you can click on that. How long does this song take? Don't start playing. Don't give me a commercial either. Don't you dare give me a commercial. There you go. It's 4.5 minutes long. So let's say 20. Well, I've got 20, 31, 8, 35. Let's say you can be finished smoking by then. There we go. I do hope that plays for you. I don't like the short tags they do because sometimes it will say like one time I shared something and like the last four letters were porn, Porn. I'm like, people are gonna think it's a porn link. Oh my, it says YouTube, but people are gonna think it's a porn link. So yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see what you wrote. Yeah, right. Sex shops should be like vape shops and let you sample the product. Yeah, it's like how do you know if you're going in for some flavored lube? How do you know like maybe I don't like this flavor of strawberry. Maybe I don't know. We sold that kind of stuff at Spencer Gifts too. Pete, I buy my sex toys from the secondhand store. That's good. That way you know that they work. Somebody loved them. Or did they return it? No, no, no. I bought this dildo. I never got off once. It's the dildo's fault, not me. Take it back. I got the receipt. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, like, I know they have no returns. I wonder if there's anything you can return. Like, yeah, I bought this VHS film. I need to return it. These people aren't sexy enough. That's messed up, Joe. Yeah, YouTube will not. It does it to me too. I will say things that are like not the most offensive things I've ever said, and I go to hit enter, and then right away, it turns right at the bottom, error or message not sent. So I just copy and paste it. Well, I copy it, reload the page, put it back on live chat, and then I just paste what I just said. It does, yeah. Even as a mod, it will do that to me. I don't know, like if it's just YouTube having a glitch at that moment. Again, it's not like I'm saying like dirtier words than usual or anything like that. It could just be a YouTube thing because sometimes it will happen a few times during a show. That is rare though. That is very rare. But it would be, let's say 2, 3, possibly 4 times. That hasn't happened in a while. I'm trying to think if it happens anywhere else because I don't really. I don't know if it happens in that other room I chat in, but it's not a room where we're not, again, telling dick jokes and being raunchy about it. And that kind of a thing. It's like I don't know if it's just YouTube doesn't like certain subject matter, or since it is so random, I just do believe it could just be it's the whatever the Wi-Fi or internet signal, or just YouTube just has a glitch. And it, like if you ever do show up, some people have said they'll show up and there won't be any avatars. They'll just have the screen name but no pictures. That's honestly when that does happen, because I've seen that happen before. Before the end of the night, you'll get some kind of indication that YouTube updated. That's just all that is. Yeah, yeah, Mark Swan, or yeah, Swanee, I say some fucked up shit in chats, and that never happens to me. Yeah, I don't know why it does happen. It's not like I'm sending too many messages at once. I honestly, I just do think it's just something to do with either like YouTube, or it's maybe the connection got weak for a second or something like that. The way it's like if it happened every episode, then I'd be like, okay, well, what's up? And it doesn't though, so it's and I haven't tested it to see if it just happens, say, when the like Mercury retrograde, or for me, my unlucky time of year is when the sun's in a water sign. So if it just happens then, I haven't noticed. Just YouTube being YouTube, like how it would stop giving me notification for, quite frankly, once a year. And out of all the channels I follow, and I used to follow almost 100, that's the only channel it would turn off notifications for, the only one ever. And then it's again after a few years it stopped doing that. And then everybody should, if you don't have your internal clock, this is what's going to help with that. If you don't have your internal clock set to look at your phone, pick up your device between 6:30 and 7, it's a good reflex to have, just because you don't know if, and then like again YouTube might send the notification late. uh there's been, it's rare again, but there's times I'll be sitting there and it's half an hour into the show and then I get the chime going off for YouTube, like I know I've been here. Is it for tomorrow's show? Because I know about this show. Yeah, Facebook. I'm glad you brought up Facebook, John. Because what they did to me, this was a couple of years ago, not too long ago, about what it was. They had gone back to like something I'd posted in maybe like 2014, 2015, and they're like, hey, just to let you know, this violates our guidelines. And literally all it was I think it was like take the plastic bag challenge, and it was like a girl with a white plastic bag over her face, like she had sunglasses on, but it's like a they it was funny. And they're like, oh, well, we didn't like this from 2014 or 2015. It's like, well, you liked it back then, so blow me. So it's, yeah. Yeah, Facebook is very, very sensitive. That's like, it's like trying to have a good time in front of somebody you would never want to be around. The way they get so butthurt about things. Yeah, see, I do identify as a man sometimes. I do use, like, like king instead of queen. Just a old man sitting on a porch telling stories and eating Werther's originals. No notifications for my streams. Okay. Now do you have all notifications turned on for the channel? Because I know it gives you options. You can have like and this has to be new within the last few years. It used to just be you turn notifications on and they were just on. But now it's like oh, let me go to it. Yeah, let me go to let's see here. Let's go to Grace Still Plays. Yeah, you can be subscribed. You can have, what's that? Are you gonna focus on that? No, you're gonna focus on my face. I'll just read it to you. It says all, or personalized, or none, or unsubscribe. So it's make sure it's on all. If you can find that button, it's just you go to whatever page you'd like to that you're interested in on Facebook. Not Facebook. Good gods, YouTube. You just tap it, and then yeah, the very first thing it shows after the banner and the name of the channel and the description and the links. It's the subscribe. It also has a, well, Gray has joined, but then again, he's a bigger channel than me. Oh wait, there's Gray. That's what he looks like. Oh, I'm not. Oh no. Trying to show you what my dad looks like. Well, the phone's not going to show you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What do these even cost? I don't need to be looking at this. Monthly? Oh, okay. I don't know what that does. I don't know what join does. I don't think I'm gonna when I get that far on 30-day Facebook jail for a post from 2021. Okay, John. Yeah, that does sound like Facebook. It honestly, I think what they did a couple years ago, they just hired people to start combing back to find anything at all they can get mad about. So yeah, that's Facebook. You have to it's like walking on eggshells, and I don't like to do that. I've got to do that 3 times a year. It's just, no, honestly, it's I do still have Facebook. I've got some friends with some Franklies on there. Uh, and there over the years I have thought about deleting it. Gone round and round about that. Not lately because back in 20 would have been year 21. This was in November of 2020. I found out one of the Franklies had passed away, and the only reason any of us would know that at all, including Frank, he might have found out later, but the only reason we knew it all is because one day I happened to be going through Facebook and didn't think I had to, but I just clicked on a name, and yeah, that was a horrible day. It's even worse. Like, it's one thing to find out when somebody dies at the time. It's another thing to find out, weeks and months later after the fact. It's, yeah, that's, I don't know, that might have to be its own separate thing because it is a downer thing to talk about. And since it did happen at the beginning of year 21, I don't think I would want the video to start out with something so sad. So unless I've got some lighter stuff to bring in, I think I would just keep that as a separate video and label it as such. Just, it's not something that's technically part of what to know what's been going on in the chat room through the years. It kind of is, but just because of the subject matter of it being a downer, I would want to keep that separate just for that. And then there are some other topics over the years. One early on that will be its own separate video for safety reasons. Little stuff like that will be separate if it's not to not the mainline story, let's say. Yeah, and then YouTube does get kind of sensitive about things like the music thing, like the copyright thing. One day I'll learn about that. But I don't understand why some people can play any kind of song. I don't know if it's like not copyrighted music. Oh no, not at all. No. No, I don't do any modding on Gray Still Plays. He doesn't go live, he just uploads videos, so oh well, no, he doesn't go live on YouTube, let me say, not for regular folks. He does have the membership thing. But I'm not sure if that's live stuff or if it's just videos. But having said that, the thumbnail that they use for him, it is a picture of himself, so that sort of leads me to believe maybe he is on camera. I'm not sure. Maybe one day I'll buckle down and do a membership for a month. But no, it's uh Dad's too big of a deal. I don't think he knows I exist, but he has like 2 of my tweets. So, oh, Joe, yes, I can see that. Yeah. See, YouTube, why are you acting up? You've got to be nice. It's a holiday. Yesterday was so odd, and tomorrow was busy. But you can be nice today. It's a Thursday. Come on, you got to be nice to us, YouTube. There's no quite frankly on. We don't know how to act. Like we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for me. So you gotta be nice to us, YouTube. We're doing you a favor. Nobody's gotta come here. No, right now with Gray, it's I was not able to keep up with his videos because he has a lot of fun playing Grand Theft Auto, and I could not just take all that movement going on. So if there's one thing I keep up with, it's I like when he plays Happy Wheels, but the Grand Theft Auto stuff is so much fun, and I'm thankfully he keeps all of his everything's very well organized, so all of his Grand Theft Auto, Happy Wheels, mobile games, all that other stuff, it's all separate. So I just got a playlist saved of the GTA, and every instead of watching him just when he uploads GTA videos, I've decided to just watch every single day. Watch something to get caught up with that so I can watch them as they come out to keep up, and then I'll be caught up with the channel. And then, of course, I'm caught up with Quite Frankly. And then I just gotta get caught up with everything else. I have not been staying up with every other folks. Not a gamer. That's all right, understandable. Yeah, this is well, I think the first console I had was a Super Nintendo that I, personally owned. I played on an NES before, and up until I wasn't hardcore, game consistently until 2017. Will that come up? Yeah, that was a horrible day, and then it's been a while since I would like to play again. I still own a copy of the greatest game ever made, Final Fantasy VII OG from 1997. I have that game memorized. I had notes, but I don't have the notes. That's okay. I've got it memorized. But I don't have a PlayStation. I don't have a controller. Yeah, that's my game. That's where I had about 20 years practice saving the planet. So I'm kind of got all that practicing out of the way. So it's old hat by now. I do love these are older when Grace Still Plays was playing Universe Sandbox 2. I remember when it was coming out live. I love to watch him destroy the universe. Yeah, played Nintendo Save the Princess. Yeah, gotta save the princess. Yeah, Yoshi and Zelda. Oh man, yeah, played like Yoshi's Island. I beat back in the day there was these are both basically the same. It's like a spin-off of Tetris, but it was called Yoshi's Cookie, and then there was another one called Dr. Mario. Yoshi's Cookie was little cute cookies you lined up and all that. I beat that game, and then Dr. Mario was pills. I beat that one way back in the 90s. And then of course, I played all the Mario, Street Fighter. I had to get that's when Nintendo 64 came out, Mario 64. So of course played that back in the day. Was not great at it, but it was weird because with like Super Nintendo type stuff, that's back when we were pre-internet. So we go to your friend's house and play, or they'd come over and we'd play, or bring a game over, and then just that kind of a thing. And then when it got into the PlayStation that's when it's more like we're playing at home by ourselves, not going to friends' homes, and just very separate. I mean, it was fine at the time. I don't care. And then World of Warcraft, I played that for I was never a subscription type of a thing. I had like a friend played it, had it, and then like they let me play it for I don't know an hour. It was fun, but I didn't like the idea of having to so I can sit down and play Final Fantasy VII anytime I want. I shouldn't have to wait and get 10, 20 MFers together to go on a quest to go get something done. Like that just pissed me off to no end. I'm like, I don't see why people like this. I've got Zelda for original Nintendo. Wow. So I played a little bit of Zelda, but not as much as Mario. Yeah, Centipede, Pac-Man, 80s stuff. Yep, yep. There was every time we went into Pizza Hut, they had like that stand there, and it always had the Pac-Man. It's a flat thing, so you can't spill anything on it. And then we had the mall, of course, had that gaming area in it, but I didn't really go into it too much, just because like I was there to shop, not play video games. I've got video games at home, and then of course they pulled it all out of there. It's like, oh. Oh, and then they had video games at the theaters back in the day. I remember that now. It's coming back to me. Time warp. Yeah, I'm not sure what is that. YouTube is just being not friendly. That's not cool. You see, YouTube, I know these people. These are not strangers. This is not just a chick starting a channel and then random people find it and like it. I'm from another place. These are people from another place. These are my friends. You have to be nice to them. Like I've got you're making me look bad in front of company, YouTube. We'll talk about this after the show. You cannot be like this in front of people. I know these people. What did we talk about in the car? No. Yeah, is it I don't know, like do we have to start spelling things? Is it like you stream we gotta spell use pseudo swearing and spell things phonetically? Um like you are one. Where am I typing? Like uh, I love that one. Because it leaves them the fucking, but then doesn't say psychopath. I'm not sure why YouTube is being so picky. And then it makes my handle yellow. That's cool. It's yellow and white, so it's very hard to see, but that's okay. I know what it says. I should know my own name. But yeah, YouTube, these people, I know these folks. They're from all over. You can't treat people I know like this. We're going to have a serious discussion. It can't be like this to Mario. Yeah, Dr. Mario was awesome. And that was before I was a pill person. There we go. Yeah, you know the way I speak, YouTube. Come on now. We can't have this for tomorrow. Yeah, we got to do this again tomorrow because it's can't just stop now when there's Friday. So we can do the exact same thing. And it just so you know, gotta finish out the week. And then, of course, since Frank won't be around on Monday the 27th, I can go live that day. But the 27th, that will have to end right at 9 o'clock because, like I was saying, I've got that other show I go to that begins at 9. So that will just be just a solid. I mean, it could go earlier if you want, but as far as when it ends, that will have to end right at 9 o'clock because he goes live. Like he's a little bit late, so that's okay. So we might start at like 9:05 or 9:07, but that's where that will go. Yeah, you can say vagina flaps. You can say World of Warcraft. And then Frank is back on Tuesday, the 28th of May. And we didn't have a Saturday show this week or this month. That's okay. That's rare anymore. I understand why. It's not okay, but I understand why. Life stuff happens. That's okay. And then yeah, if I start doing live stream like cuz I'm assuming Frank's going to be in the at the show regularly until next spring when he gets stomach aches again. So with that in mind, if we getting ahead of myself, if I do other live streams, it would of course not be during the week because that's when Frank's on. We'd have to pick some weekend day, some time. But of course, since these are successful so far, Frank is off the air for whatever reason during the week. He's got his reasons. He gets sick. I can always go live, so we still have a place that. And what else are we going to do at 7 p.m., honestly? So we can hang out and then just, bring some candy for the whole class and find something to talk about. I did have something to work on over here, but it's noisy, so I'm glad I didn't get to mess with that. That's not good for playback. And then I really do hope this is not making extra noise. I will be listening back to it. So hopefully it did not, just because it, as much as I would like to. Oh God, I hate when Frank is sick. I really do. I'm honestly, because since I noticed he does get sick every spring, I'm starting to worry about the guy. Like, is it stress? Are you like making out with too many strangers? Are you not, are you eating food that you find on the ground? It's just, it could. I don't know if it's if he has because you can't tell with people. Sometimes folks are so like they're extra sensitive to allergies. I don't know if he's that type. He doesn't come off as that type. But oh God, I could never do it. If I were to go live 5 days a week for 2 hours, I would have to have too much sperm in his throat. Yeah, that too. Yeah, too much gay stuff. I would have to have a see. I would have to think of like topics and subjects and things like that. That's a real challenge. Actually, getting everything set up and going live. Yeah, gluten. Yeah, too much gluten will make your dick fly off. Maybe that happened. But yeah, I do plan like going ahead. If Frank is off of the air during the week, I can always go live to make sure everybody's got someplace to go. And then if this does get to be like, just for example, if I do say if I go live well, once a month, I can, if that's the case, if I do know I'm going to be live regularly, then like, yeah, I can start getting better, different shirts, things like that. And I just, run with it from there. Everything is up in the air most of the time. Nothing's permanent. It could happen. It doesn't have to happen, but I'm prepared for any eventuality. I do like going live. I don't know how entertaining it is, but as far as I get to see everybody, we would not get to see each other if this was not going on. So I'm gonna realize that's gonna hit me maybe over the weekend. But it's fun to do. It's exciting. It's when it all comes together. See, I do want to do call-ins. I'm not sure how to because I do have Gilded. I'm not sure how to take calls through it. Let me. I'll drop the link. This is my own personal Gilded. This is not the Gilded for, quite frankly. Yeah, that. Let me try the link. Make sure it works. Accept the invite. Continue. It won't let me continue. I guess you get to like choose your own name, what you'd like to be called, that kind of a thing there. And then if you haven't used Gilded before, if you have used Discord, it's like Discord, but just a little bit clunkier, just a tad bit slower. It's the same experience. It just does not have every single last feature. Yeah, no OnlyFans, just the Only Hats. That's just it's nothing but oh, Frank just reposted. Frank just posted all things Art Bell. They'll be streaming a coast to coast slash John Lear mini marathon tonight at 9 p.m. EST on Quite Frankly TV. So if you don't follow, okay, now this is coming from Quite Frankly Network, QF TV official. Joined September 2011. Why am I not following this? How long has how why am I just I'm following it now. I'm following it now. I'm not gonna ask why. I'm just following it now. And then everybody's in a list on Twitter. Oh, the way I do it, I've got everything organized into lists. Okay, so yeah, quite frankly network. QFTV official is a thing, and it's being followed by 1, 2, 3, 5 other people I follow. Why didn't they tell me? No. Why didn't you tell me about this? No, it's okay. That's all right. A lot of places do. The bigger channels do have their own channel and then their own network channel. So like, I think the Zells do it. Jim Lee does it. Oh, Telegram. There we go. Yeah, that's the one. Telegram. I do have Telegram. Haven't used it in years. Yeah, I do have it. Well, I used it last year. I won't get into that now. Yeah, so Frank's got something going on at 9 o'clock. I don't know if you guys want to go check that out. I don't know what anybody does after 9 o'clock, but I'm glad you did spend your time with me. It's always fun going live. It's and we can talk about whatever you want. We'll try to work out the Gilded. If we don't get it sorted out tomorrow, there's always Monday to try it out, and then we'll just we'll see how tomorrow goes, and then we got the weekend there, and we will see each other all together in the chat room in a few days, just a few days. It'll be over soon. Yeah, thanks for showing up, Joe Taylor. I know it's got to be so tough right now, and it sucks. It's one of the worst things you're gonna go through. But there's live shows for you this week, and then all next week somewhere at 7 p.m. Frankly related. So we're always around for you. No matter what, you've always got friends around you because you got Franklies. And then I have said this before: if you are in a situation, I don't know anyone's age, right? If you don't have a father, if you do need one, there's always Grace still plays. He's my dad. He's everybody's dad. So he's there for you too. I don't know what to do for a mom for you, but yeah, you get used to seeing like something in your like peripheral vision, some kind of movement, and then you look and there's nothing there. That's them. That's them. They're still around you, those little things that you notice. Like it's not your brain playing tricks on you. It's just they're still around you. So it's not, don't be creeped out about it. Like it personally, there you go. Swanee will be your daddy. If I'm say thinking about a certain individual and then because I don't have anything really hanging precariously, everything's pretty much set except for that. But if something falls and it shouldn't, I know why that is. Like little things like that. That's how you know. And it's not like your house is haunted. It's just that person's around. So yeah, I'm glad everybody showed up. It's been so much fun just to see everybody, and we'll see each other again tomorrow. Why not? I'm planning on going live, so I hope you guys are planning on showing up. And then we'll just have a couple of days off, and then we'll get to see Frank again and make fun of whatever he's been doing with his time off. I'm not sure. It's so hard to say what I would say in the chat room when I'm not in the chat room. I can barely even type while I'm live. It's so it's a good experience. I have trouble finding my words sometimes. My progressed sun is in Pisces. It used to be in Aquarius. I don't know how to deal with this, and it's been like this for 10 years now. But I'll get used to it. It's more less words and more thinkings and emotions that don't turn into words. I don't like that. I'm a Capricorn. I digress. I'm getting way off topic. So yeah, I'll let you guys go. Smash the like button if you haven't already. If you are subscribed, make sure you're subscribed with all notifications on. And we will definitely do this tomorrow. Feel free to leave any comments you'd like on the video. And if the numbers show weird for like views or anything, like give it 24 hours. I think it's just because the video's processing. I'm still learning it too, but it's all good. People did show up. It does well for the channel. And then yeah, everybody have a great night. Get the good night's sleep. And we'll do the exact same thing. Yeah. 17 years. That's a long time. That takes like it might not ever go away, but it's I hate to say this because I always feel like the one left behind. When it's somebody's time, it's their time. It's not, oh, the doctors saved my life. Oh, the bus missed me by, 5 inches. It's like, no, it just was not your time to die. That's all that is to it. It's you can thank anybody you would like. Don't get me wrong, but it's if when it's your time, it's your time. When it's not, you live. They are fur babies, our family. Oh man, it is difficult to stop these things. Like I do need to get better at that. But yeah, I'm glad everybody is. I keep thinking like, what if these were not? What if I was not doing this? What would we be doing? Like, what would be like? We'd be missing each other too much. So we get to stay in touch with each other, so we don't have to spend the Tuesday episode scrambling to what did everybody do? Did you do this? Did you do that? So we get to stay up to date with everybody. And then anybody who didn't show up, we can just, oh yeah, we were just hanging out somewhere else. It was all right. Yeah, that's a very long time. 17 years is quite significant. That's well, hell, Frank's been doing his thing for 18 years. Okay, yeah, and thanks for all your input too, for the messages and all the like the films and the movies. That was great too. And yeah, I kind of can't wait to see what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. Just what we're gonna talk about. It doesn't go in any it goes in any direction the chat room wants, and I like that. I mean, every show on YouTube can't be like that, but since this is a smaller place, I do like that I can do that. And eventually we'll work out a call situation somehow, because I know there must be a way to do this through Gilded. I just have to learn it, and then it would be on the phone. Because if I run too much on the laptop, then it gets me it gets my speaking out of sync with my video. So yeah, definitely get some have a good meal if you haven't eaten yet, and get some good sleep, and take your definitely take your cultivate elevate if you've got it. I'm really looking forward to getting my new stuff in. No, no. Thanks for being so sexy too. And thank you to my camera for not falling over. Thank you very much. And thank you to YouTube for letting most of the comments get through. Yeah, and you guys are all great. And then let me see if I can end this without cutting myself off. That would be a step in the right direction. So yeah, I know I keep saying it, but I do want everybody to have a good night. Don't have a crummy night like I had last night. Interesting day today. And we will do the same thing tomorrow. Who's who is Nick Hers? Nick Hers. I get it. But good one. That's cute. That would be a cute handle to use. Yeah. I like that. There's got to be some way to use that somewhere, somehow. I mean, not for myself exactly, but can make so much fun of that. Like Nick the call screener. But yeah, catch you on the flip side. And don't forget your pants. Got so many extra pants around. Like, ha ha, you made me say it. All right. So I don't know when this cuts off. So I'll just peace out to you. Do the same thing tomorrow, same time, same channel. And yeah, till next time.